Well, some news, breaking news just coming in. More shame coming in from Mamata Banerjee's Bengal. The Kolkata rape survivor was denied entry into a pub. The rape survivor said, and I quote, "A bouncer at the restaurant initially denied me entry and called for the manager." Well, we understand that the rape survivor is in fact joining us on the phone line for more. Absolutely shocking case. We believe that you were in fact denied entry into a pub. Take us through what happened with you.
Well, this happened on a Saturday night around about 11:30. I had gone with my fiance to this restaurant, some pub.
Right.
And we were waiting in line like every normal person that was standing in line to get in. And when we came to the entrance, the bouncer asked me not to go in. He says, "Ma'am, I'm so sorry, I cannot allow you in."
Right.
And I asked him, I was shocked, and I asked him why, what happened. He gets the manager comes out, and he tells me, he says, I cannot allow you in. So I said, "Why can't I go in?" He says, "You are a Park Street rape victim, I cannot allow you in." Shocked, of course, I didn't know how to respond, and I looked at him, and I looked at him and I said, "What are you saying? Are you serious, or are you kidding with me?"
Right.
He's like, "No, I'm sorry, you are that Park Street girl, so I cannot allow you into the restaurant." So I looked at, I told him, I said, "Look, I'm with my fiance." I said, "And you cannot humiliate me in front of all these people."
Absolutely.
Because there were about 20 people standing in line to get in. I said, "You cannot insult me like this. You can come with your fiance, you can come with your husband, you can come with your father or your brother, but I cannot allow you in. You are that Park Street girl." And he had this very deliberate look, and he looked at me and
right.
he said, "Yeah, you just can't enter." And he repeated it 3 times.
Well, absolutely shocking humiliation there. But we'd just like to ask you, have you at all come out and, perhaps complained against the manager? Is there anyone you
I'm
spoke?
on my way right now to the police station.
Right.
So.
And what is the complaint that you're going to be registering?
That would obviously be indecent behavior from these people, from the restaurant and the management.
Right.
And exactly, what occurred that night in detail.
Well, absolutely. This is shocking discrimination. Just take us through the general attitude that people have. You've been somebody who's been very vocal. You've come out in the open with your own story. You've been, a very vocal person who's spoken out against crime against women. What has been the general attitude of people towards you? Is this discriminatory attitude, this absolute brazen discrimination that has in fact been displayed, is this really the norm?
Well, this is huge discrimination. Majorly, this is a discrimination. I mean, I was segregated from a line of 30 people who didn't know me, who didn't recognize me, until this manager very brazenly stood there and called me the Park Street rape victim and said that I wasn't allowed in, making me feel like you are that person. You cannot enter into this restaurant because this is our esteemed place and you don't belong in a place like this.
Well, absolutely. And do you also believe that, the way the society is in fact conditioned is that the ridicule is always towards the victim instead of being towards the perpetrators of the crime?
Definitely towards the victim, because my main accused is still at large and there's no sign of him being arrested anytime now, because it's been 2.5 years. There's no signs at all. There's no word about his arrest or where he is at. But I am victimized all the time. Of course, there are a section of society that support me and that are very, very respectable and that will always be there for me. In fact, who are waiting for me right now at the police station. So yeah, and then there again the section of society that puts me down and tell me, you're a victim and you'll always be a victim and you don't have the right to live.
Right.
If the rape, that you count your lucky stars. That's it.
Well, absolutely. This is absolute brazen display of discrimination there. Rape survivor, in fact, denied entry into the pub. Thank you so much for speaking with Headlines today, and we wish you all the best with the complaint that you're registering. And we hope that you will, in fact, get support from all quarters, because this is absolutely unacceptable and shocking. Thanks so much for speaking with Headlines today.